that you need a simple, effective goal. Okay, why? Because it keeps you focused. Okay, goals keep you focused and they ensure that you're driving your energy toward one thing at a time. Trust me, from someone who gets distracted a lot, always have one goal at a time in mind. Right? Because to succeed in anything, you've got to be consistent for a sufficient period of time. Without this, you are guaranteed to fail. Okay, so this is where goal setting is so important because it keeps you zoned in. It keeps you focused and it keeps you consistent on that one thing only. Now, one of the verbal cues I have, and this is why I find goal setting so crucial as a practical application in my trading. When I'm having a really bad day, one of the verbal cues I always have is I say the following thing to myself. One great trade doesn't make a great year. Okay, so I'm having a bad day. At that point, I step back and I just say one great trade doesn't make a great year. 40 to 50 good trades make a great year. Now this works for me. Why? Because it brings me out of that mindset of, oh, I need to make these losses back quickly. And it puts me into that mindset of all I need to do is just make $500 on the next trade. And sure, that's not going to dent the loss I've got. But if I do make $500 and suddenly I get another opportunity to make $500, I'm moving the ball in the right direction. Now, what I found from experience, you know what typically happens on these very, very big down days? When I start scraping it back, I call it scraping. I always find that I never finish on my worst unrealized P&L. Never. Okay, very rarely, if I go look at my chart within a Tradelo application, I never finish on the low point of the day. Okay, and occasionally, here's the key to it. Occasionally, you know what happens? The market gives me a free hit. I cannot tell you, in the 12 years I've been trading, I guarantee you at least 20 times, the market gives me a free hit late on the day. And because I'm in the right mindset, which is scrape, positive mindset, it gives me the free hit, whether it's a comment, whether it's, I don't know, something, a breakout in the market late in the day, whether it's, I don't know, an illiquid move. It just gives me something and I can latch onto it. And suddenly, not only am I getting my loss back, but I'm actually posting a day. I'm positive on the day. Do you know what that does for momentum? Do you know what that does to your month? Do you know what that does in terms of achieving your goals and moving forward and mastery and all these things? And it all starts with one simple thing, which is having a simple goal in mind. So I know sometimes people say it's cheesy having a goal, but the reality is goals keep you focused, they keep you consistent. Now, it's very, very important to start your goals with a higher order priority. I love higher order priorities. It's what is that sort of top thing? What do you ultimately want from all of this? Now, you can set a higher order priority once a year. You can do it once every couple of years. You could just have one higher order priority as a trader, which is financial freedom. Okay, but that is where you are going. That's why you're doing this. That's your North Star. That's the thing you turn to every single time you want to quit. You turn to that and you say, am I willing to give up on that North Star? Because if you have a proper North Star, you'll never give up on it. Okay, now, the North Star is one thing. It's not a goal. It's the vision. It's where I would love to be. What we then do is we need to go and break it down into chunks, into steps, into achievable steps. Now, very, very important is to be holistic with these steps. So step number one, if I had, for example, the goal of wanting, or a higher order priority of wanting to get to 100,000 trading account, my step number one is to get to break even. Okay, every day or every month or every period, I need to be break even. Step number two, I need to get positive expectancy on one trade strategy. Step number three, I need an average daily P&L of $100. Step number four, I need an average monthly P&L of $1,000. Step number five, I need to be green 3 out of 5 days a week. Step number six, I need a new personal best where I actually am capable of having $1,000 day. Step number seven, my average position size is at $1,000. And finally, I reach that higher order priority of a $100,000 account. That's how we progress towards our goals. We break it down into achievable chunks. The problem too many traders have is they have that one goal, which is, I want a trading account with $100,000. How are you going to get there? What's that step-for-step progression you are going to take to get to that point? Because guess what? When you focused on step number one, which is get to break even, you know what happens? Typically when you get to break even, you've actually already solved step number two at the same time. But because you're so fixated and focused on break even, and you're aligning all your energy towards that, you will actually achieve that goal. And if you can achieve that goal, it means step number two is probably taken care of. It means probably step number three is taken care of as well. And as you keep achieving these goals, you're taking care of the next goal and the next goal, and eventually you reach that higher order priority. Now, where do traders go wrong? It's very simple. They're not very good at setting goals. Okay, step number one, be specific. Define your goals very clearly. Do not say I want to make money. Do not say I want a Lamborghini. That's rubbish. Okay, I want a 15% return within the next 6 months. It's as simple as that. You've got a timestamp and you've got a return. You know what 15% is. You know what your account balance is. Okay, it's pure objective. It's specific. Make them measurable. Okay, like I said, I want to have $10,000 in my account. It's measurable. I either get to that point or I don't. There's no wishy-washy. It's simple, black and white. Okay. Step number 3, make your goals realistic. Right? You can't expect to go from a $10,000 account to a $1 million account in a year. Okay, not unless you're going to take some crazy ass gambles and hope for the best. You have to set realistic goals. Okay. Step number 4, time bound. Put time on everything. Why? Because time creates a sense of urgency. Okay, and urgency will keep you focused. Step number 5, be adaptable. Okay? Unfortunately, you are going to fail at a lot of goals. But the reality is, if you're adaptable, you'll come back in a couple of weeks, you'll look at it, you'll try and understand why you didn't get there, you refocus, reshuffle, reset the goals, and you get on with getting towards that higher order objective. Okay. Step number 6, write them down, log them, put them somewhere. Step number 7, track your progress periodically. And finally, stick with it. Okay, some objectives and some goals you're going to reach quick. And some, unfortunately, are going to take a damn long time. Okay, that's the nature of the game. Now note, setting goals is a dynamic process. Okay, and what we do at Tradelo is quite simple. We think goal setting is very, very important for traders because it keeps them grounded. It keeps them focused. It keeps them consistent on the right things. So we use 4 tools. One is the objective setting tool. Okay, and we teach this exact thing, which is set your objective goals, put in place those measurable goals. Okay, and make sure they are time-based. We then ensure traders are realistic, and this is crucial. Okay, every one of our calculators, we bring real-time data in. Okay, what the real-time data does is it informs the trader. In other words, if you look at this example, this trader has an account balance of 117,000. They have a return percentage goal of 20%. Okay, which sounds feasible. It sounds realistic. 20% sounds fine. But when we bring your actual data in, which is this bottom left-hand side that says, well, you're currently losing $104 per day. Is this goal feasible or not? Well, the simple answer is, of course it isn't. Because the data is not, or the goal, the objective is not aligned to the data. Okay, so we ensure traders are holistic and realistic just with pure data. Right? A step further, putting in place goals that can be tracked. Okay, so we've got a metric target setting where traders can set certain goals, and we prefer to ensure that the only way you effectively can set a new goal is by achieving a previous goal. Okay, so it's this idea of step 1 to step 2 to step 3 to step 4 to step 5. Step through those goals one at a time. Okay, if you want an account growth size or if you've got an account of 120,000 and you want to get to $1 million, well, the reality is you first got to get to 150k. Then you need to get to 120k. Then you need to get to 200k. Then you need to get to 250. It's a step for step process, not a let's get there in one quick swift movement. Okay, and then finally we keep up with it. We track the progress. Okay, we've got an algorithm that's constantly looking at your goals, constantly tracking where you are in terms of reaching those goals. When you start to slack off, it reminds you, comes back and says, hey, you told me your goal was this, do something about it. Okay, keeping consistent with it, keeping focused, making sure that we keep that momentum going.